Welcome everyone. This is Quilici from the Italian Culture Society, and today we're going to be making a zuppa di farro. Farro is an ancient grain, and this is a dish that is very common in Lucca and Tuscany. So with that, let's get started. It's a very simple soup. You start off with half an onion and you cut it up. Take the onion, the half an onion that's chopped up, and you put it in your pot. And you add 1 spicule of garlic that's chopped. Add a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, about 2 tablespoons, 1 to 2. And then put on a medium to high heat just to make the onions translucent. You're going to cook them until they get nice and translucent. And if you would like to see how translucent they were, go back to the sausage and peppers video and watch that again. If you get a chance, recommend these videos to your friends, and so that everyone can join in, and maybe you guys can have some cooking parties and have one big Italian family get together. Onions and garlic are cooking. Take 1 spine of celery and you cut it up. Then you take 1 peeled carrot and you cut it up too. You don't have to cut up too fine, because at the end when everything's soft, we're just going to blend it. This is making the broth. Take 1 peeled potato and chop that up. Added anything else besides the onion and the garlic to the pot. We're waiting for it to get translucent, and it seems pretty translucent now, so I'm going to turn down the heat and to about medium. And I'm going to go ahead and put in our vegetables. Now you take enough water to cover the vegetables. So you go over here, and that was about 1.5 cups of water. You don't want too much, but if you need to add a little more, if it gets a little bit dry, when it starts to absorb everything, go ahead and add a little more water. At this point, I take about 6 or 7 leaves of sage, chop those up a little. Not much, and pop those in. I take a full sprig of rosemary and I just throw that in so it can impart the flavor. Now I add my tablespoon of Better Than bouillon, and I always use vegetarian. You could use whatever flavor you want, be it ham or beef. I like vegetable because I am a vegetarian. So I go ahead and put about a tablespoon of this. Go ahead and add a little bit of tomato paste. I like the Cento tomato paste. It's Italian, and I throw in about a tablespoon of this. The recipe calls for berlotti beans. But if you don't have any, or don't want to cook them the night before, soak them, then cook them up, pinto beans will work as a good substitute. Drain them, rinse them off, and add them to the pot. Being added to the soup, and now you make sure it cooks on medium heat of low boil for about a half hour till everything is soft. In the meantime, you will go ahead in a separate pot and cook up your farro. So I will take about a cup of farro, and I use Italian pearl farro. It's a lot softer. You can get these at a lot of stores, but definitely at Italian stores. So please make sure you support your Italian grocery store. And take a cup of this and put it in the strainer, rinse it off, strain the 1 cup of farro, put it in the pot, and then you'll add 2 cups of water. And bring it to a boil and cook for 20 minutes. Okay, well, after 20 minutes, the farro has been cooked, and the rest of the vegetables have been around 30 minutes and they're nice and soft. So now you take a blender and you first open this up. You've got just a little bit of broth, and you go ahead and discard the rosemary at this point. Okay, You take your blender, I have a stick blender, but any blender will work, and you go ahead and blend it into a nice, even broth. That's why you didn't have to cut up the vegetables too much to begin with. All that's needed is you take your farro, that's all nice and cooked, and add it to your soup. There we go. A beautiful bowl of zuppa de farro. I hope you enjoy this. You can always add a little bit of olive oil on top, and hope you have a lovely meal. So with that, I just want to thank you very much for inviting me into your home and allowing me to show you some of our family's recipes. Hopefully the Italian Culture Society will be open soon. And like I said, the bocce ball courts hopefully will be open. Until we can see you, we hope you're staying safe. Know that we're thinking about you, and buonanotte.